my NFL picks for Week 5, my final selections, I had to go make some changes. The Rams at the Seahawks. This is a game that I'll have to go with the Rams to win this win because, well, the Rams, if they win, it would be Seahawks 2 wins for the year, Rams 4 wins for the year, and that's gematria of Seahawks having gematria of 24. When you go to NFL standings, the Rams will be 4-1. Um, I see the speaking about it, I see the Chargers beating the Browns. The Chargers to be 4-1 before the game against Baltimore because it's Baltimore that's gematria 41. But a common theme in Week 5 is going to be the fact that we see Super Bowl contenders emerge, and Aaron Rodgers will defeat the Bengals this week. The Green Bay Packers will defeat. The Cincinnati Bengals will not be in first place. Baltimore Ravens will have the opportunity to take over first place. The Cleveland Browns will lose again. They're going to lose to the Chargers. This has mostly to do with the Chargers' Monday Night Football game against Baltimore. In the AFC South, the Titans are going to beat the Jaguars. They're going to be back on track. It's true that it's Jaguars that has gematria 23, but I think the Titans are going to be back on track, and it may lead to Urban Meyer being fired because Urban Meyer's gematria 50 and opponents will be 5-0 against Urban Meyer and the Jaguars. And the winning streak could happen right after Tennessee if it doesn't happen at that point in time. Next, Nick Saban. I think that's going to be the riddle for the following week against the Miami Dolphins. The Cardinals could beat the 49ers. Cardinals will be 5-0 after defeating San Francisco. That's not that easy to see. The Patriots are 1-3. The Patriots could beat the Texans. The Patriots will be 2-3 without Tom Brady again this year. So New England should be able to beat Houston. The Texans win. Jaguars lose, obviously. And this leads us to Indianapolis. Well, they play Monday Night Football game against Baltimore, and it's not going to look good at all for Indianapolis at 1-4 and in a position to be 1-5 if they do lose to Houston because it's cold Sash gematria 15. So it's not working out for them, and ultimately, 2-game lead in the division for the Titans. That's probably what's going to happen. I mean, it looks like it's a pretty bad division, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Jaguars win at all this week for the quarterback born at Tennessee, Trevor Lawrence. But what I see from Tennessee is that, if they do lose to the Jaguars, it would be a Jaguars as gematria 23. But then if they beat the Bills on Monday Night Football, the Bills has gematria 33. But this is a game that the Titans should be able to win, but again, that could end up being a little different. One of those two games, they're going to definitely win, and the other, they'll definitely lose. But you never know in the National Football League. You never know if the Jacksonville Jaguars win, but I will just have to go stick with Tennessee in that one, just despite skepticism. The Washington football team will defeat the New Orleans Saints. The Washington football team will be 3-2 and face off against the Kansas City Chiefs the following week because it is Chiefs that is gematria of 32. And that's why I have to go with Washington football team over the Saints. And for Jameis and company, they may not win until they return back to New Orleans. I like the Eagles to defeat the Panthers and to upset the Panthers to be 3-2 with quarterback Sam Darnold. Darnold is gematria 32. The Eagles will be 2-3 before their game against the Buccaneers because it's Brady that's gematria 23. I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are locked to defeat the Miami Dolphins. The Buccaneers will be 3-1 once again. they'll win 4 out of 5 games coming off of their game against New England because New England has Gematria 45. So overall, I do like the Eagles to win that one and Washington to get the win against Jameis Winston. The Vikings will win. The Vikings will be in a position to potentially be 3-3 if they do beat the Panthers and quarterback Sam Darnold the following week. Sam having Gematria 33. The Cowboys will be 4-1 because it's Super Bowl that is Gematria 41. That one is not that difficult. The Raiders will be 4-1. The Raiders would win 4 out of their 5 games to start the year against the team from Illinois, the Bears. It's Bears as Gematria 45. So Vegas is going to win 4 out of 5 games to begin the year. This is how you know it's going to be the Raiders. Aaron Rodgers will be 4-1 because Aaron Rodgers has Gematria 41. It will not be Cincinnati. That is 4-1 against Aaron Rodgers. An interesting interpretation. Where was I at here? For the LA Rams, I like the Rams to defeat the Seattle Seahawks. The Rams will be competing for home field. Many teams will be 5-1 with the Super Bowl being at the stadium of the Rams because it's Rams as Gematria 51. Seahawks will be 2-3, facing off against Pittsburgh. 2-4 for the Seahawks? I don't think so. Now, the Denver Broncos, I think, should be able to lose this game against the Steelers. Well, number one, the Chiefs will climb back in the playoff race. So the Bills are 3-1. The Bills will be 3-2 after they lose against the Chiefs because it's Chiefs that has Gematria of 32, as I've talked about before. The thing that gets me about the Broncos is that they'll be 3-2 after losing to Pittsburgh, and this would mean they'll be 3-3 after losing to Gruden, and they'll be 3-3 entering their game against the Cleveland Browns because it is Gruden and it is Cleveland that has Gematria of 33. So I will have to go with the Steelers in that one. So I covered every single one of these. Ravens, Chiefs, Cowboys, Cardinals, Chargers, Raiders, Packers, Steelers, as hard to believe. I mean, the thing that gets me about the Steelers is that the Steelers can be 2-3, and then if they lose the Seahawks the following week, it is Seahawks Gematria 24. Maybe one of the last wins for Ben Roethlisberger in the National Football League. And it's Buccaneers, Titans, Washington, Eagles, Vikings, Texans, Falcons, and Rams. I can potentially see 2-4 on the horizon for the Jets, with the win most likely to be against the Patriots before facing off against the Bengals.